Have you ever wondered what the whole Malevolent Kitchen thing with Sukuna's domain expansion is about? Well, let's talk about it. All right, so first of all, just for anyone who's unaware of like where this meme even came from, during season 2, the episode where Sukuna opens his domain, when that first came out, Crunchyroll translated Malevolent Shrine as Malevolent Kitchen, and so it just kind of blew up. However, the interesting thing is that it's not necessarily a mistranslation. Now, let me just give a quick disclaimer. I don't speak Japanese. I'm not well versed in everything I'm about to talk about here, so I might miss some of the nuance of it. So y'all forgive me if so, and for any of my Japanese speakers down there in the comments, please correct me where I'm wrong or help fill in the blanks for us. So the first thing we need to talk about is that Sukuna is old. He's from an era long past, but his speech patterns actually reflect this. This is one of the coolest things Gege does with his character, in my opinion. And it's honestly nuance that is just completely lost if you're reading it in English with no outside interpretation on top of that. So this is not stuff that I have gleaned on my own. This is information that I've only picked up thanks to other people explaining it out there. So, native Japanese speakers or, bilingual people that can pick up on the nuance here. So again, Sukuna speaks as a man of his time. He speaks very poetically a lot of the time. And again, this is just a reflection of the era that he's from. So Gege is very intentional with his word choice. The second word is the one that's giving us trouble, mizushi. That is being translated both to shrine and kitchen. And again, neither is technically wrong. So it's just more a little bit of a confusion as opposed to a mistranslation. Because there is a term mizushi dokoro, which basically translates to the emperor's kitchen, like where the emperor's meals are prepared. And then there is zushi, which is like the second half of the word, right? That means like a miniature shrine where things are stored. So mizushi in that case would be a prefix mi attached to that. And what's interesting is this kind of double entendre, if we can call it that, may be entirely on purpose, because Sukuna's curse technique is still one of the biggest mysteries of this story. We don't fully understand what it is or what it does yet. What we do know is in the imagery of the domain itself, there does seem to be a shrine at the center of it that, looks like it could be used to store things. And we know Sukuna has said open and used something that looks different from his normal curse technique, as if he's maybe taking something out of his shrine and utilizing it, right? Well, Sukuna is also heavily surrounded by eating and imagery of food. His cleave and dismantle are depicted as knives. Gege says his favorite thing to do is eat. He philosophizes using eating all of the time. So the fact that, his domain could be translated both as shrine and kitchen is really interesting, and I don't think a coincidence. So yeah, this may become the meme with more than meets the eye. We're just gonna have to see. Finally, I want to give a big shout out to Blockboy Sukuna for the sponsored question that inspired today's video. I really appreciate you, man.